You're going to see more poor, more homeless people. The working masses are going to get crushed. Unions are going to get crushed. The middle class, I'm not sure where the middle class, probably it'll be split. We're on our own, and we've always been on our own, and you fucking know it too. He pardoned the Blackwater war criminals, so that means our military is going to have carte blanche to do whatever the fuck that they want to do. Oh, you went in there and murdered a bunch of children and stole their gold? Oh, you're doing more genocides, huh? And then when the rest of the world do genocides, China was doing the Uyghur genocide. What happened to that? Are we going to go against these nuclear powers? Oh, that was another thing I liked that he did. With he softened relationships with North Korea. If you could befriend North Korea, if you make them your friend, don't they stop being your enemy? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Pose as a friend, but work as a spy. Isn't that Robert Greene? So I see more bombs, more misogyny, more wars. NATO, Europe will collapse because NATO and Putin in Ukraine. More chaos. The world will be in disarray. And then because it's all crazy and chaotic, they're going to scapegoat somebody. It's the Arabs' fault. It's the Mexicans' fault. It's the Muslims' fault. Oh, it's not the Christians, I'm sure. It's not the wealthy, rich and powerful, wealthy Caucasians. I'm sure they don't have shit to do with the problems out of America. Let's see here. I got this last page. He's going to lie. He's going to lie some more. When he's done lying, he's going to lie again. He's going to lie like a mat. He's going to lie like a carpet. He's going to fucking, every word out of that motherfucker's mouth is a fucking lie. I don't even know if he believes anything himself anymore. How does he know what the truth is? Any social spending is going to go down. No UBI. Don't expect ranked choice voting. Don't expect our elections to get fixed. The Electoral College is going to stay. I guess our fucking elections are just perfect now. Just perfect now. Don't expect free college or free health care. Actually expect any social spending. Expect schools to get dismantled. Post offices to be dismantled. Streets, no infrastructure projects, no libraries. Anything that the government does. Maybe more police. Maybe more courts. But fire, EMS, DOJ, they're going to try to cut as much social spending and as much bureaucracy as possible. He did the criminal justice, reform, which was the first STEP Act. He lowered drug penalties and he included rehab to lower sentences. So overall, that sounds okay. So I think that instead of doing progressive reforms, he's going to do regressive reforms. Reforms that he thinks that are good and conservative. What? You want universal health care? That sounds like a liberal idea. That's that Obama. He liked the idea of universal health care. In fucking England or Scotland, he got taken care of. Thought it was a great idea. He's going to cut food stamps, going to cut Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security. They'll say they don't, but they've been trying to privatize that shit the whole time. Let cops do their job. Let cops run the streets. Let cops fucking do cop riots. We're going to see more police riots. But it won't be against the powerful or the wealthy. There'll be police riots in the ghetto, police riots in the trailer parks. But you won't see the police riots up in the fucking Hamptons. You won't see police riots around the mansions and the oligarchs and the plutocrats. We're going to see more nativism, more isolationism, more protectionism. More nativism, right? So as soon as you get here, then you turn right back around and say, hey, I don't want no more immigrants. I just got here. And I don't want any more immigrants from the country I just got here from. There's going to be tariff wars between the EU, Canada, Mexico, and China. If Europe collapses, then that means the rest of the world could collapse. And that means all the borders on the maps right now is in flux. Maybe Mozambique will look like that. Maybe India and Pakistan will look like that. Maybe it won't. We're going to definitely give more bombs and guns and maybe some nukes to Saudi Arabia. Why not give Saudi Arabia a couple nukes? Who gives a shit? Let's make more arms deals. Because more arms deals, that's good for fucking Lockheed Martin, right? It's good for the military-industrial complex. They don't take care of the troops, but they will fucking make sure that these goddamn corporations and war profiteers make a shit ton of money. We're going to see more racism, more fascism. I think the genocide is going to be worse on Palestine. They're fucking freezing to death right now. Fucking anti-Arab, racist, fucking anti-brown people motherfuckers. Diplomacy with North Korea was a good thing. Personal profits. So we're going to sell more Melania's crap jewelry. So make sure you buy Melania's crap jewelry, everybody. She said for us to be best. You know, when Melania's on the scene, you know everything's going to be fine. Melania's here. That means everything's going to be fine. She has to do that Christmas shit. She's got to do that Christmas shit. Talk about the worst goddamn fucking first lady on the fucking planet. She ain't no Jackie O. So more tax cuts for the wealthy and for the powerful, low regulations for the wealthy and powerful. More agencies are going to be dissolved. The Commerce, the agency, the Department of Education, EPA, Energy Department. He might actually pick 2 more Supreme Court justices. He killed that Nora. He's going to drone strike more. Yemen, he's going to bomb Yemen some more. We're going to see more Nazis and KKK and Confederates on the street. You're going to see more racism. This is Trump's America now, right? So more attacks on the media, more attacks on the brown and the blacks. Mass deportations. Browns are going to be specifically targeted. So Latin Americans, South Americans, Arabs, Mexicans. He was impeached 2 times, one for January 6th. He won't have to overthrow any more governments. He's out in 4 years. They're talking like he's going to stay, but if he fucking stays, that's civil war. So we got to be prepared for that. If he fucking stays, that's fucking civil fucking war. 2 impeachments. The other one was for Ukraine. We should watch out for our neighbor. If our neighbor's getting raped and murdered by a pack of fucking thieving ass murderers and we just sit there and watch, are we not on the side of the fucking thieving ass murderers? And yeah, maybe we can't stop it ourselves, so that means we got to do like in Guatemala, we got to have the peaceful good citizens brigade. Because if we just allow that shit to happen, who will speak up for us? When they go after the trade unionists and the Jews and the communists, who's going to speak up for when they come for us? Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. The law is supposed to be king, but a lot of times the king is the law. And the governments just kiss the king's ass. I don't know if they understand that or not, especially if the king is willing to go in to arrest, then the arrest will happen. But a lot of times these governors and these mayors rely on the fucking cops to do their dirty work for them. Maybe one good thing, America might be more robust. Maybe that might be a good thing. He got out of the Iran nuclear deal and the Paris Agreement, so he's not good with fucking diplomacy and actually being our allies. He's not good with our allies. He seems to be decent with our enemies, which I don't know what the fuck that says. If you could work deals with your enemies, can't you work deals with your friends? What the fuck? And if your friends are the enemies of America and then the friends of America are your enemies, then are you even our fucking friend? You know, Louis XVI's big mistake was when he got mercenaries to kill the French people. He's like, well, this French nation is against me, so I'm going to get a bunch of fucking mercenaries. I'm going to get some Hessians. And then when American presidents look for Canada or Mexico, or they look for Germans to come in to attack Americans, you either do the right thing and you employ Americans to attack Americans, but the moment you get another country to attack Americans, once you get mercenaries from another country to attack Americans, that's treason. That's treason. You're against the nation of this country. So I expect more nukes. I think a possible nuclear Armageddon could fucking take place. A Great Depression could take place. World War III could take place. Climate change. He ain't going to do shit. He thinks it's a hoax, right? So expect more wildfires. Expect more storms. Expect more hurricanes and blizzards and floods. He did a new NAFTA. They was against TPP, but that's because it was an Obama thing. He'll probably do more of these free trade agreements. And actually, free trade is the standard. That is good economics. COVID response, he lied, lied, lied.